Do you remember who broke up with who?
Of course I broke up with you.
Right. Rolling on this one. Okay, here we go. Two grown men calling their one ex-girlfriend.
Okay, we wanted to interrupt today's video to acknowledge that we are not in focus.
Neither one of us.
The background is in focus, and it's all Link's fault.
Well, you know, I made a creative choice for the background to be in focus. I just thought that was important. I'm sorry, but it was an accident. And you know what? Just try to enjoy the rest of this thing in spite of our fuzziness.
Or just focus on the background.
Ben, do you hate us?
Yes. We had the same first girlfriend.
Leslie.
We talk about her a lot.
I mean, not like every day.
We've never talked to her about it, and so we're gonna call her.
I feel totally unprepared and a little nervous.
We told her we'd call her 1 minute ago, and I don't want to be late. Why is this camera on 40% battery? We need to cut and reroll.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take a couple of deep breaths.
We're 7 minutes late. She's gonna
leave us, Link. Just like she did. All right, let's call it.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, so can you see us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you see and hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you look the same.
Excellent. That is a great compliment.
This is a little bit weird. We talk about the fact that you were our first girlfriend. We've talked about it a bunch. How often do you find yourself talking about us?
Let's see. Well, when we're talking about old times or I'm telling stories to my kids.
Have you heard about, we had have a whole bit that we go into in different places where we're we've shared a lot of things over the years. In fact, we each had the same first girlfriend. Leslie.
Yes, I did know that.
How has that gotten back to you?
Well, the fact is I remember that I was your girlfriend.
Good.
There's that. That's one way. The other way is that I saw it on video. Y'all are funny. I watch you. I gotta watch my friends.
We would like to reminisce a little bit. I've got a few things that I remember about our short-lived relationship.
Right.
You may remember in Miss Lanier's class, we all sat in 4 desks facing one another. And I was thinking, I haven't had a girlfriend before. I'm gonna try to go with Leslie. But it took me basically the whole year to work up my courage, right? What I remember thinking was, maybe if I could touch her knee with my knee, then I'll be in business. And so I got long legs, and so I just kind of sort of leaned down, stuck my knee out.
I was probably sorry, you're in my space. I can move my leg.
But then you moved away. I went a little bit lower. You moved away again. By the third time, I was really low in that desk. I made contact, and you said, Rhett, you got some really long legs.
Let's switch tracks, shall we? I had to wait all summer long for you guys to break up. You're in Lillington. I'm over in Bowie's Creek. There's no chance for romance. Got to wait for 7th grade to start, and that's when we started going together. Now, do you remember how it happened?
Was it at the party in Lillington in the train?
The caboose in Lillington at the community center.
Yeah.
I remember being so bad at being a boyfriend. I knew I had to call you on the phone. I knew that was part of it. I was freaking out so much, I was like, I gotta figure something out. And I decided I was gonna write down 3 things to talk about.
The planner for you.
And it was like, hey, what you doing? Have you done your homework? And then there's some third wild card.
But didn't you do this list because I told you that was my technique when I talked to Leslie?
That may be the case. Do you remember me being horrible on the phone? Did you get a sense that both of us were going through a script?
Everyone was horrible on the phone. You know what we did on the phone? We sat there and we just breathed.
Right. Sometimes that's all it took. I think I actually probably talked to you less at school after I was going with you because now I was scared of you.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do specifically remember a dance that we went to. Okay? So Matthew and Amber are next to each other, and then we're sitting next to them. There was a point in which I reached over and I was holding your hand, And I also had my arm around you. So this is so we can demonstrate. Like here, I had my arm around.
I'm you?
You're Leslie. It's left hand. Give me your left hand.
But she's short. So
okay, so
she's shorter than you.
So give me your left
hand.
hand.
It was not looking right.
Give me the other hand.
Hey, did you get frustrated with Leslie?
Well, no.
Treat me like Leslie.
Okay, so we were literally doing the interlocking of the hands.
And my arm was around you?
Yes.
And this was in 6th grade?
This was in 6th grade.
Oh.
And I remember thinking, I'm going to kiss her. I'm going to kiss her. No, first of all, Leslie was not in a receptive position. Leslie was just looking straight ahead. And I was just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But then, right before I worked up the courage to actually do it, I look up and my dad is standing in front of me. He's like, let's go. And I released. And I regret that.
That was your only chance.
That was it.
Now, because y'all never kissed.
And then like a week later, I just remember my mom coming into the living room and saying, Rhett, Leslie's on the phone. I pick up the phone, and it's Amber.
Yeah.
And Amber tells me that the relationship is over, but then you got on the phone and were like, are you okay? You were very sweet.
Oh, that was nice.
But then, a week later, I heard that you were in a relationship with Tyler.
So it turns out that was a bad move.
So 7th grade, we started going together. You talk about Tyler, though. I remember looking over your shoulder one day. You were writing, Leslie loves Tyler, is what I thought. Leslie, Tyler. We're going together, but she's apparently really has feelings for Tyler.
And I was like, you idiot, that's her full name. Leslie Tyler is her name.
Yeah.
She was writing her freaking name.
Is that true?
It is 100% true. I really like to write my name.
Now, do you remember who broke up with who?
Of course I broke up with you.
I remember you called me just kind of looking down because I know what's up. It's like, hey, Link, it's Leslie. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know all of it. I know what's about to happen. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Tell the story of the time that we ended up in your closet.
We snuck y'all into our house, but we didn't really sneak you in because you walked right through the door next to their bedroom.
And
so
we
it's not
being
like you were...
all of your friends over for a slumber party, just girls.
We snuck you in, and as any good host would, I said, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Great, let's stop by the refrigerator and get a little something to eat.
Yeah.
So you grabbed some beans.
Do you hear that? Beans. Rhett ate beans.
Of course.
And we took you upstairs. So all of a sudden we hear my mom coming up the steps. So you went into the closet.
Yeah.
My mom came in and she said, girls, who's here? Oh, just us, Mom. We're hanging out. And she said, no, I hear boys' voices. So then the two of you come out of my closet, which is just around the wall. And Rhett, you had to like really duck down low.
Like a giraffe coming out of an enclosure.
It's exactly like that.
Holding
That's
a
exactly
can
what
of
it
beans.
was. You said, hey, Miss.
You can't hate a big man with beans, even if he has snuck into your house.
No.
Okay, so now that we've accessed a little bit of the memories about these relationships, you got to tell us who was a better boyfriend.
This is putting a girl in a hard spot.
Right.
Especially all these years later when we're all married and have children and putting this on the internet.
Yeah.
And you guys ended up with such great wives.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, they're the best.
We all made out like bandits.
Yeah.
Here's where it really becomes a tie. You two were the best friends anyone could have had in high school.
Okay, there you go. It became completely platonic in high school.
Yes.
At that point, it was just about coming over to your house, eating beans in your closet.
Right. We were
simple stuff.
Nowadays, the kids are, they're at this age when they're figuring out all this stuff that we figured out. If you're going through an awkward time, if that's middle school or at any point in your life, just look at me and...
Look at you and know good times are coming.
Good times are coming.
Everything. What are you doing with your hand? What is that?
Well, it's just me. I'm a good time now.
Okay.
When you told Ashley this was happening, what was his response?
And he's here.
You know what? Bring him in.
Hey, man. When she told you that we had this idea to do this, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
I just said go with it. I think it's gonna be fun.
Did you have a best friend who dated her first, and then you had to wait for them to break up?
So I had to ask her out 3 different times.
Did you ever try to touch her knee with your knee?
Yes.
It doesn't matter who was the better boyfriend because you married Ashley.
Right. All right.
Good to see you guys. We miss
Good
you.
to see
Good
you.
to see you.
Tell Christy and Jesse and everybody we said hey.
We
Okay.
will.
We'll do it.
All
See
right.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
That was good.
It was a little awkward for me, especially in the beginning. But you know what? I'm just reminded why she's a good friend. Not a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just a good friend.
We've all ended up in the perfect place where we need to be with the people that we love the most.
But
our
I
soulmates.
I will say, I feel like a little bit of closure has been brought to me. Being able to go back to that person who was on the other end of all that and just get their perspective and realize that she doesn't even think about it at all. You know what? Closure. She used to be my middle school girlfriend. I never got to see her in her headgear in the moonlight. If she only knew what she was missing, that she was